If ever there was a place to kick back and enjoy the beauty all around, it's here. A stunning spot once forgotten is now alive with energy. This picturesque place is along the banks of the Guadalupe River in Seguin. It comes complete with an eye-popping view and gobs of good eats. You'll want to bring an appetite for these belt-bustin burgers, blackened mahi fillets, crab cakes, and juicy grilled ribeyes. 16 ounces of Texas goodness.
It's so new that most people don't know yet, so it's kind of a hidden, gem.
Not for long. Word is already spreading about the Power Plant Grill, a 100-year-old building that once supplied folks in these parts with electricity. It's still sparking interest, but in a new way.
Great food and great atmosphere, great service.
The Power Plant Grill is big on laid-back ambiance. Plenty of good seats here to take in the view.
I'm gonna need a fried catfish, a chicken fried chicken, a steak fingers, a ring and shroom.
But it's not just about what you see from the patio. This Power Plant kitchen cranks out some darn good eats. Bacon cheeseburgers stand out on the menu. So does the giant chicken fried steak, served up with creamy mashed potatoes and veggies. And oh yeah, it's topped with giant onion rings. Those are good all by themselves, just for snacking.
So tell me about those colossal onion rings.
Oh gosh, they are.
Oh gosh is right.
Yes, oh gosh is pretty much the normal response when we plate them on the table in front of our customers. They are about an inch thick ring, about 8 ounces worth, piled high with our fried mushrooms.
Yum, what an awesome combination.
Those rockin' rings are served with a side of Chipotle Ranch dressing, just for dipping.
It's good, basic, kind of hometown feel to it, but then we also can venture off to our 16-ounce blackened ribeye.
And I hear
that
you
we
sell
offer
a
our
lot of
blackened.
those.
Yes, we do.
It's a popular item.
Yes, especially on the weekends, Friday, Saturday nights. They're after their steaks.
It is Texas after
Yes.
all. We like our steaks.
Owner Sam Panchev says he knew instantly that this once abandoned plant would make a very cool restaurant.
So the first time you laid eyes on this place, what did you think?
I drove around the corner and I went, wow, it's the most beautiful sight I've seen in Texas, really. The river, the building, the falls, the serenity of the place was spectacular. It took my breath away.
And I'm sure you hear that from a lot of people that come. It is such a dramatic sight to see.
It's actually gorgeous.
Sam was first introduced to this diamond in the rough by longtime developer Mike Claypool. They met here for the first time.
He looked at me and he said, I don't know who you are and I don't know where I am. And he said, but you're right. He said, this is an unbelievable view. We started rounding up the engineers, architects, kicking around ideas.
Claypool's team obviously took great care to maintain the plant's authentic look and feel. The developer added some cool touches, like the giant outdoor patio and the open-air breezeway that gets you to the turbine room, a popular room for private parties, with the old original turbine still in place.
I think this is my third time here. And it's, like she said earlier, it's one of the best views I've seen yet, so I like coming here often.
So tell me about when you come here, what do you do?
They have a large selection of craft beers, so that's what I like to do here. And they have good food if you're hungry.
I love it. You can't get this kind of view like anywhere, so I'm about it.
A one-of-a-kind view, all in a one-of-a-kind place.
Okay, now time to find out how to make those delicious Killen's barbecue beans. And I am with my expert, Chef Belinda, HEB Cooking Connection, who always has great ways to take a complicated recipe, make it really easy for our own kitchen, right?
Of course, simple. We're going to use some classic HEB items. We're going to use the Better Than Good Moppin' Sauce for some of the flavor. We're going to use the Hickory House Rub from Adams Reserve for that Texas smoke, and the Better Than Good Traditional Texas Barbecue Sauce.
Yeah, so if you saw the Killen's, you know that he spends hours on these beans, and the flavor result is fantastic. We don't have to spend hours.
No, no, no. Very quick and simple, Tanji.
Let's do it.
All right, you've got your beans in there. I have some sauteed onion, the Adams Reserve Hickory House Rub going in here in the bowl. You're also going to put in the brown sugar, There's a nice drizzle of molasses for flavor. Here's the traditional barbecue sauce from Better Than Good. And then also you're using the nice little hint of mustard in the Moppin sauce. We're gonna stir this all together, get everything all nice and mixed up together. This is gonna go in a classic old-fashioned cast iron skillet, and we're gonna top it with the jalapenos and bake this off in the oven. All right, Tanji, here you go. Here is your quick HEB version of the famous Killen's barbecued beans.
So good. We've got the recipe online, goodtaste.tv. Thank you. Coming up next.
Your table is on a fantastic patio that even now sports a cool breeze. And more than 50 wines by the glass.
Impressive. And speaking of wine, my wine finds of the week are next.
Good Taste with Tanji is brought to you in part by HEB.